We went out and showed folks that exact thing. And I want everyone to know, when we're thinking about an agenda that centers working families across the state of Michigan, that lifts up what we have in the shared values and ensuring that we work for our people and not for corporations, that's when we win. That's when we push folks like Abdul to become our next U.S. Senator for the state of Michigan, right? That's when we say up and down the ballot that we need folks that cater to people and not sell us out to corporations. So I just wanted to come on this stage and say thank you all so much for all the work that's gone on. We will have more work to do, right? We have more work to do, more people to reach. But I just want to say thank you. We're going to enjoy tonight, and we're going to get right back to work. Thank you all. And I just want to bring up my comrade, my colleague, the amazing council member, Santiago Romero.
Thank you. Thank you, Member McCampbell. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. How you feeling? You feeling excited? I'm feeling super excited, y'all. The conversations that I've been having recently have been with people who are sick and tired of the same old, same old. We are sick and tired of people in office who are not serving us. We want to elect people that we can hold accountable, who will answer the phone when we call them, and who will make sure that we have a government that serves people first. I'm so incredibly excited because for me, this isn't just about Abdul. It's not about just winning the seats and making sure that we have people at the federal government that are unapologetically against ICE, who are going to make sure that we invest in Medicare for all, and who are going to make sure that we are investing in our communities. Y'all, we've got to be ready for the next fights to elect the next progressive elected official from every single level of government, and this is just the beginning, y'all. So thank you so much for your work. I hope you're ready for the next win. Congratulations on tonight, y'all. I think it's going to be a good night.
Good evening, everybody. It's great to be in a room with so many people who believe in the power of this movement. And it's even better to stand up here in support for who I will claim will be our Democratic nominee for the United States Senate, Abdul El-Sayed. My name is Aaron McCormick. I'm a registered nurse at the University of Michigan and president of the Michigan Nurses Association. And we are proud to be a part of National Nurses United, the largest union of registered nurses in this country. Tonight, I believe the people of Michigan are taking a major step deciding the direction of our country. Tonight, I believe the people of Michigan will send a message. This Senate race is more than just about one seat. It's about deciding who our government answers to. And will we continue to allow the billionaire class to run our government? Or, we got options, right? Or will we finally build the government of the people, by the people, and for the people? Now, I'm going to call it like I see it. Billionaire and corporations have rigged our economic and political systems against us. For too long, everyday people have fallen further and further into financial stress, from rising healthcare costs to skyrocketing energy bills. We've been forced to carry that burden while the rich keep getting richer. I tell you what I do know, doesn't have to be this way. And that's why we're standing with Abdul, and tonight, the people of Michigan will make that crystal clear. But don't get me wrong, you know, this will be more than just a party for celebrating Abdul. But this is a movement that has always been bigger than one person. This is a movement, and tonight the people of Michigan will prove just how powerful this movement really is. This isn't backed by corporations. It isn't backed by billionaire donors. It isn't backed by AIPAC. It's backed by you. It's backed by me. It's backed by the people who refuse to believe this is as good as it gets. It's built by the people. And this movement is about making sure every one of us in this room can take care of our families, that we have health care without the fear of cost, a good union job, safe housing, access to a good education, because these shouldn't be privileges. As Americans, this should be promises. Here's the reality. Our healthcare system is collapsing. As a nurse, I see it every single day how our system fails our patients and fails us. And that's why we're standing behind Abdul in the fight to pass Medicare for all. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but today, because our patients don't have time to wait, and neither do we. We've also seen the catastrophic impacts of corporate domination on our planet over these last few weeks. Yet another massive wildfire made our air the most dangerous in the planet. While the billionaires squeeze our pockets at the pump, they continue to try to put massive data centers in our communities. They continue to accelerate climate change. They take away our right to clean air, clean water, and a safe environment. And tonight, the people of Michigan will send a message. Tonight, Abdul will become our Democratic nominee. We will show that working class is ready to take on corporate power. We will show we will fight for our patients to make sure they get the health care they need and deserve. We will fight to stop taxpayer dollars from fueling endless wars overseas. We will fight to end ISIS abductions and murders of our neighbors. And not only will we show the corporate class that we're ready to fight, we're going to show them something else. We're ready to win. Because this movement isn't just about winning the election. It's about changing our society. It's about proving that when the working people organize, when nurses organize, when unions organize, and when communities organize, we win. Because when we fight, nurses will continue to fight for the future we deserve, and we can't wait to do it with all of you. Abdul, Michigan nurses are ready. Ready to organize, ready to knock doors, ready to have these hard conversations. and ready to fight right along beside you and send you to the United States Senate. Let's get to work, everybody. Thank you.
Mic check 1, 2. Level check 2. Test 2, 3. Test 2, 3. Live in the Majestic. Yes, I have you. Yes. Gotcha. Cool. Will they switch IFB? Okay. Well, they'll switch IFB, right? We're still getting stream. Are we switching audio? Switching audio over? IFB? Yeah, we're good. We got it. Yep, we're good. Okay. Yeah, Roop, good evening to you. This is really a hall of energy here at the Majestic Theater on Woodward, and we want to just give you a look here. I'm going to show you just the crowd here. It's a mixture of grassroots political organizers, members of college, Democratic, progressive groups. We see Senator Stephanie Chang in the House here. We see some folks from the UAW who have been involved in organizing for the campaign of Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, and everyone here just really waiting to see where this goes, because this race has tightened a bit within, I believe, about 6 percentage points from what we've seen in recent numbers. Dr. Abdul El-Sayed really overall having a commanding lead over Congresswoman Haley Stevens, but in this crowd, every time the C-SPAN feed shows Abdul El-Sayed ahead of Haley Stevens, the crowd roars here. So the stage is literally set right there. Michigan is not for sale. That's what the sign on the podium says, with the teleprompter set up for Abdul El-Sayed, who really has been giving off-the-cuff speeches at most of his rallies, if not all of them, including yesterday at the Congregation Restaurant on Detroit's West Side, his last speech before the primary vote, where he talked about really what this moment means to him as everybody has moved together in his campaign to this point. Dave Dulio, Oakland University political science professor, has said that while Congresswoman Stevens has the money, certainly the corporate money, some have called it, he said that Abdul El-Sayed has really had the momentum, and at his rallies you kind of get that feel. By the way, all of the national media here, NBC News National on this side, and on this side, Fox News National. There's the polling right there. That's that's the MS Now feed. 51%, Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, 45%, to Congresswoman Stevens. So this has really tightened this race in the last little while here. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes right now, with about 26% of the vote in, is what we understand at this time, from the numbers that are on the C-SPAN feed and some others. But this race has been watched by national media across the street where Camille is. There's a lot of media there, certainly for Jocelyn Benson's victory as the Democratic nominee now, essentially, for the race for governor. But there's, I would say, 5 to 10 times as many media here across Woodward Avenue in Midtown as it relates to this campaign here. We'll send it back to you. Yeah, no doubt about it. And Wayne County has often been a bit slower in their count, for sure. So that is definitely something to watch for. We've definitely seen, Haley Stevens throughout the weekend. This past weekend was campaigning on the Avenue of Fashion there with Detroit Council President Pro Tem Coleman Young II, and shoring up support in the black community. We've also seen Dr. Abdul El-Sayed really working the community with a ground game that's been focused on the neighborhoods, and a lot of signage, a lot of campaign events, just like we saw as well the other night. Back to you. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's right. Thanks. Dearborn. That's the nice thing. If you have nothing else to say, nothing's changed. You can say, well, this person's in the house, this person's here, you know? Yeah. be a scrum. ML, how you doing, man? Hey, brother, how you been, man? Good to see you. Probably, at least till midnight. Yeah. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, a lot of streaming. It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even think we'll worry about a scrum unless it's after. We'll just get his speech be the big thing. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I actually called Dylan, and he had me on speaker with Jay Dillon, and I was like, hey, I just wanted like, if there is a scrum, I don't know if there's going to be. Like, would you guys rather have me feed it back live on my camera, but I might not be able to hold it up for very long? I just get fatigued faster, which is why I sit down a lot when I'm pregnant.
Right.
And I was like, or if I shoot it with my Osmo, I can't go live, but I can 100% get the whole scrum.
Right.
Because the Osmo's a lot lighter, it's tiny, I can just hold it up.
Does the audio pick up on that too?
I have a mic for it, and I'm going to clip it on the stick mic, and you can just hold out the stick mic.
Okay.
And Jay Dillon said he would rather just have the whole interview that they could rerun tomorrow, so he just like shoot it with the Osmo.
Okay.
And they don't, because he said by the time, if there is a scrum, by the time it happens, it'll probably be after they like shut down the stream for the night.
Right.
Because it might be like way after.
Yeah,
But he said they'll take the victory or defeat speech live off this camera. And I was like, yeah, that's all set up. That's good to go. But I was like, just in case there's some sort of scrum. And Jay said just to do the Osmo, don't worry about like not being able to hold the camera. Because I just said there's so much media.
Oh, yeah.
That I might be in the third row back and I might have to hold my camera. So they were like, don't worry about it. Just if there is one, shoot it on the Osmo.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's Dylan. We got to dial into the Chicago.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Check.
You got it. Good. How are you doing? It is. I'm good. Yeah, it's a big party here at the Majestic Theater in near downtown Detroit. Yep. Sounds good. 28%. 28% of the vote in. Copy that. Perfect. Okay, that works. Cool. I can get some numbers. You got it. We'll do. All right, we can start with the Stevens El-Sayed race. Absolutely. Well, the big news of the night so far is that Jocelyn Benson, the current Secretary of State for Michigan, has been declared the winner by far, defeating Flint area Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson. Her campaign party is actually just across the street here, across Woodward in near downtown Detroit. So she will take on the winner of the Republican race. I know you have video of Perry Johnson, the self-funded multimillionaire who has spent about $30 million of his own money, according to reports, campaigning to defeat John James, who is a bit ahead of Perry Johnson on the Republican side. John James is the Army veteran and West Point graduate. He is a two-term member of Congress endorsed by President Trump. Congressman John James leading the pack right now ahead of Perry Johnson on the Republican side. And right now where we are here in Midtown Detroit, this is the Abdul El-Sayed campaign headquarters. This race is tightening. Now we're looking at a video feed right now. It's just under 51% to 45%. Haley Stevens is the challenger in this case. The establishment moderate member of Congress and former chief of staff of President Obama's Automotive Recovery Task Force. She's been the moderate candidate taking on the progressive campaign of Abdul El-Sayed. And El-Sayed was really over in double digits in polling, but this race is tightened to about 5 to 6%. Yeah, no doubt. Money's been a huge part of this debate. This has been the most expensive Democratic Senate primary in history, with about $90 million spent, a lot of super PAC money coming in, the overwhelming majority going to support Congresswoman Haley Stevens and provide anti-Abdul El-Sayed messaging. El-Sayed has said he would not take any money from any corporate PACs. He's raised the bulk of his money, about $15 million, from individual donors. So money in this campaign's been a big issue. Also, certainly AIPAC supporting Stevens. That's been a issue that the El-Sayed campaign has taken direct umbrage with. And data centers have been an issue here, like around the country, the cost of living, and expanding Medicare for all. That's been another issue for the El-Sayed campaign as well. Well, I think it will probably be some form of unity. I did talk to Abdul El-Sayed last night, basically, and try to get his take on what would happen, how they would bring the party together. He said that the common goal here will be to defeat the lone Republican in this contest, Mike Rogers, a former member of Congress, and pretty tight with the Trump organization. So, you know, this has been an effort. The progressive movement across the country has gone city by city by city with progressives elected in New York, certainly, Philadelphia, other parts of the country, Seattle now, or I should say Portland now, looking at Detroit or looking at Michigan to see if eventually a progressive candidate may go to the United States Senate. So out of the 5 primaries happening around the nation right now, this one certainly seems to be the hottest one, no doubt. And they got the money pouring in to prove it. Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting because ever since the opening of the Gordie Howe Bridge, which was last week, the second international bridge from Michigan to, third I should say actually, to Canada, that was really one of the few times we've seen Governor Gretchen Whitmer, aside from her endorsement of Haley Stevens as well. You know, while many eyes in the political world say she's been eyeing a presidential run in 2 years, she hasn't been as visible in this whole campaign cycle. It's been very much the establishment, which would include certainly her arguably, and the progressive grassroots movement that's hit the neighborhoods, that's worked neighborhood to door-to-door canvassing, and trying to really build on some new energy that establishment Democrats have been worried about. So the question will be, where will they fit into all of this, especially going into November? We might see Gretchen Whitmer coming out a bit more, perhaps. We'll see what happens there. But Jocelyn Vincent certainly will be taking over, if she wins the general election, taking over from Gretchen Whitmer. And they've worked closely on a lot of political matters before. So there is a bit of unity, at least in that sense. Well, you know, it's interesting right now because there have been, particularly when it comes to Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, you know, for the first time in a long, and it really, since I can remember, there has not been any black representation in Congress in the Metro Detroit, in the specific city of Detroit area. So the Democratic challenger to her really was hoping to make some gains there. We got some more political numbers coming in, by the way. Michigan House, a race that we haven't followed too closely yet. But yeah, Oakland, Mike Bouchard, who is the Oakland County Sheriff's son, I believe, that's definitely been a big campaign that a lot of people are watching as well. We'll send it back to you. Absolutely. Pleasure to be with you. Wow. This is tightened. Wow. Wow. I know. Was that right when we were signing off?
Yeah, it was transitioning as you said.
Wow.
They were talking with you. Like it flipped right as you were signing off.
Oh my God. So there's no way to reference it because it was, yeah. Oh my God. Holy crap, dude.
0.1%.
It went from 6 to like that.
That's like one county comes in, a couple counties come in and flip it.
That was the Slatkin Rogers margin. It was kind of like that, you know? I mean, the final, but yeah. Whew.
Everyone didn't cheer as loud. Everyone didn't cheer as loud. It was like almost like a shock.
Right. Yeah, I know. They're like, what? Like they see his picture, but then they wait, what? Yeah. We are set for the cool. Let me see if we can get Senator Campbell.
What was that?
Maybe we can get the senator for a live interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as, like, I would say, because we're tight, I would make sure one of them aren't going to go live at 10:32.
Okay.
Just so.
Cool. Are you going live in the next 10 minutes or? No? Okay, cool. I'm going to do a live interview if that's okay. Cool. Awesome. Cool, cool.
I'm about to call him in. We just got off with Chicago, which is why we had to drop out.
Cool. I'll run down there. Okay, never mind. Okay. Cool. Got it. Yes. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Wow, it's still tight. It's within the margin. Yeah. All right, copy. I'll step aside and we can pan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the National Director of the Working Families Party, Maurice Mitchell.
We can take a little of this. I'll take a little of it.
Michigan. 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 The polls are closed, and right now we are standing here together, and they are counting the votes. My name is Maurice Mitchell. I am the National Director of the Working Families Party, and there is nowhere.
Yeah, much tighter. We saw it actually go down to like 1 point now, about 3 here. Let's listen in. This is the National Director, I believe, of the Director of the National Workers' Party. They've been on the ground really pushing hard for Abdul El-Sayed. Let's just listen in for a second here.
Can you feel the electricity? That's not noise. That is power. That is the feeling of people power. That is the sound of working people who are done asking for permission. Yeah, and the Working Families Party believes in one simple, radical idea. We believe that in a real democracy, it should be working people who govern, not the billionaires, not the corporations, not the party bosses, us. And over
So
the
that's
course
a
of
little
this
bit of
campaign, I have been
the
out
words
here
from
with
the
Abdul
National
calling
Workers'
people
Party, the National Director, I believe, there, who's been on the ground pushing for Abdul El-Sayed. We'll send it right back to you.
Tonight, you are going to make Abdul El-Sayed your Democratic nominee for Senate.
Yeah.
Y'all know him. Y'all know that Abdul has spent his whole life making government actually work for regular people. He didn't take corporate PAC money because he refuses to vote.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we've seen it go from 6% down to 3% now. You know, you really have to think about, like you said, it's Wayne County, how critical Wayne County is. They're sometimes a bit slower in getting those numbers in, counting every vote. You have to think about the door-to-door canvassing, the ground game, and momentum that Abdul El-Sayed has had with a lot of national left-wing groups that have supported him on the ground, progressive groups that have supported him on the ground over the past few months. We did see Congresswoman Haley Stevens in Detroit on the Avenue of Fashion with the Detroit City Council President Pro Tem Coleman Young II, really working to shore up the black vote especially. She did some other events too, but you really just have to wonder how Wayne County is going to turn out. It's all door-to-door, vote-to-vote.
A special word I've heard a lot on the news, this word electability. People who think that my brother Abdul just is not electable in a state like Michigan, we know what that means. Well, let me tell you this. The fact that Abdul doesn't take corporate back money, the fact that he won't be bought off by billionaires and the establishment, that is exactly why he's going to win the general election in November 3rd. Now, when we get Abdul to the Senate, he's going to need backup in Washington because it's not enough to win one seat or flip one chamber. We need to win it all. So tonight, we are not just getting Abdul to the next phase in this race. We are sending Donovan McKinney to Congress right here in Detroit, and we're standing 10 toes down with Will Lawrence in Michigan 7th, and we are electing a host of incredible working families champions up and down the ballot in Michigan. We are changing the balance of power in this country and in this state. And you're not alone, Michigan. What's happening in Michigan is happening in every corner of this country. Over the past 6 months, working families champions have been winning their elections across the country. Ana Lilia Mejia in New Jersey, Chris Rabb in Pennsylvania, Randy Villegas in my bang in California, Brad Lander in New York, Milan Quiros in Colorado. Working class champions are winning all over this country, and tonight, Michigan, it is your turn. Because Michigan, because tonight, this state is getting ready to send Abdul to the United States Senate. But While they count those votes tonight, hear me clearly. No matter what the results are tonight, tonight is not an end, it is the beginning. Whatever these numbers say, the real fight is in November. The billionaires are already gearing up to pour everything they've got into propping up their pet Republicans like Mike Rogers. We are going to need every single person who donated, every single person who volunteered, every single person who voted to come together and fight to make sure that Mike Rogers loses the general election in November. Am I right, Michigan? Unseating Mike Rogers and other Republicans in this state is the most important thing we all can do to this year. When we win these seats in November, we don't just change who holds the office. We change who runs the show in this country. And when democracy works for us, leaders deliver for us, here is what's possible. A Michigan where everyone has a home they could afford, where the rent, the mortgage, and the light don't break the bank, where healthcare is something everyone can count on, where a good union job can support a family, childcare is there when you need it, and you get paid family leave to be present for the people you love when it matters most. That is what's possible. That is what we call the working families guarantee, because in the richest country in the history of the world, that should be the floor, not the ceiling. That should be the bare minimum for working people. And hear me, Michigan. Winning this future is not simply left versus right. It is right versus wrong. No matter which side of the political spectrum you might fall on, the vision I just laid out is what everyone wants. So whether you backed the other candidate in this race tonight, whether you're a lifelong Democrat or an independent or even a Republican, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired and you're fed up of not being able to pay your bills, there is a place for you in this movement. If you work for a living and you're tired of falling behind while the people at the top rake it in, there is a place for you in this movement. If you're part of the pissed off majority, there is a place for you in this movement. Tonight, we continue to grow our movement, and this movement is not slowing down, not tomorrow, not next year, not ever, because the tables of power in this country, they may have been built for the few, but we, the many, are here to seat the many at the tables of power. Not the oligarchs, us. Not the CEOs, us. Not the billionaires, us. Michigan, if you are ready for a future where working people run the tables of power, let me hear you. All right, Michigan, well, let's go out and win it. Thank you.
Yeah, Rip, you know, as you said, this race has tightened to about 3 points, 3 percentage points right now. We were at 6, now we're down to about 3. I want to step out of the way. You know, the Motown Classics are playing right now here at the Majestic Theater. We just heard moments ago from the, I believe, the national director or one of the national organizers of the National Workers' Party, really revving the crowd up. They've been on the ground here in Michigan, really working, especially in Detroit, all across Wayne County to get out the vote. Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, and there's now an MSNBC feed up here. Again, looking at the numbers, Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, 49.8%, and Haley Stevens, the Congresswoman, with 46.5% right now, with 42% of that vote in right now. Yesterday, Dr. Abdul El-Sayed held his final campaign speech in Detroit. He said it was a moment of reflection, as he was just so proud to see all the young support. At that point, it was a room filled with college students. Okay, so they're cheering on races around the country here. But, you know, a lot of these young people here in this room were at that final primary campaign event or speech yesterday. But there's also a who's who in here. The Dearborn mayor is here. We're also looking at, we see Stephanie Chang, all right, we got a 4-point race right now. So it's about 4 points, 50.1% for Abdul El-Sayed, 46.2% for Congresswoman Haley Stevens. Anyway, local state senators here on the Democratic ticket, or part of you know, the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, both elected and unelected folks who are out in the streets every day trying to get that campaign moving. So we're not sure when we will hear from Dr. Abdul El-Sayed or any of his family or immediate campaign surrogacy to kind of fire up the crowd here, because as we said, this race has really tightened. We're really waiting on Wayne County. That's going to be key. Roop, back to you. Yeah, it's too close to call, and a lot of the cheering is for other races around the country. 5 states holding primaries, so some of the other races that aren't as popular as this one, but they're trying to cheer, get any sort of excitement they can. But obviously, this is the big night they're waiting on. So yeah, too close to call. We'll see what happens here. Okay.
Go to because he was standing there and he's standing there.
Oh, cool.
I don't have a lot to pan to.
No problem. Cool. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. That worked out. right? You know, it's still weird. For 11:30, it'll be us.
What was that?
11:30 will be us, then Spencer.
Okay.
Dylan will know soon how late we're going.
Okay. Take down.
What's that? Ah, that's right. That's right. Yep, yep, yep. Michael Moore on CNN, and he's wearing a Michigan hat now. It's usually a Michigan State hat.
Oh yeah.
still dialed in, but I don't hear anything. Okay. Oh, here we go. Anything to show? Not really, right? There's not much to show, right? I'll just stay on cam. Stabbing out. Yeah, Rube, I tell you, the Motown classics are playing right now, the Temptations, so we have that. That's what the supporters would say here of Abdul El-Sayed. They have the music, perhaps, right now, while they watch the numbers, and a very tight race coming down to about a 4-point margin here, 49.6% for Abdul El-Sayed, and Haley Stevens at 46.7%. That margin was much wider at the beginning of the night, of course. Then it got down to about 6 now, then to 3, then about 4. It's fluctuated as everyone's waiting on to see what Wayne County is going to do in all of this. As those numbers are coming in, there's about 50, I'm looking at 52% of the vote in. It might be 54% of the vote in right now for this primary. You know, a lot of the support in this room, it's young people, it's a young energy. Think about organizing on college campuses in the urban areas and really going door to door. The National Workers Party, they've been on the ground in Michigan, in Wayne County, really pushing to get Abdul El-Sayed over the finish line. Now, he said that we did also ask him yesterday, you know, there's major fractures in the Democratic Party. If he wins, how would he work to bring, to heal those divides? And Abdul El-Sayed said, the unity will come from one common purpose, which he says is defeating former Congressman Mike Rogers in November, the lone Republican, of course, on the GOP side of all this. But this race, and that's something that, of course, the Haley Stevens folks have been saying too, this race has tightened significantly. Again, 49.6% right now. Abdul El-Sayed, 404,320 votes for her, and 380,100 for him, excuse me, and 380,103 for Haley Stevens. So 404,320 for Abdul El-Sayed, 380,103 for Haley Stevens, and it's about a just about a 4-point matchup right here, spread between the two, with about 54% of the ballots in right now. So everybody watching closely. Okay, so there's a national graphic of the same stats, basically. So there's cheers, but they're not as loud right now at the Abdul El-Sayed camp. Back to you. Yeah, and that's really the mood in this room. You know, most people here, they're having some adult beverages. They're catching up with some old friends, making some new friends. It's a mix of elected officials. The mayor of Dearborn's here. State Senator Stephanie Chang is here. There's a lot of other local officials and local grassroots organizers here. Just catching up, if nothing else, because life is busy outside of campaigning, probably. So many of conversations to be had while an eye apparently looks at the TV screens to see if there's any updates that brings their candidate further away from Haley Stevens. Yep. Scripps just announced a bunch of layoffs.
Oh, I saw that. I saw somebody shared like that about 17.
Yeah.
Anywhere 7 got laid off.
I know, that's what I'm wondering. for, I think, nothing till midnight. I can't get many, you know? Nothing till midnight, if at all.
asking for Dave?
Dylan said, I guess Brooks or Sean's supposed to contact us about staying longer, but nobody contacted us. Pictures of no one contacted me either, so I don't know. I used to hold.
I know we're all waiting for results. And those results will come. If you're hoping to hear from Abdul tonight, please stick around. Abdul will be speaking no later than 1 a.m. And if we get a call before then, you'll hear from him sooner, so... Thanks for your patience, everyone.
$80 million buys you. Yeah. Pretty crazy, you know.
All right, folks. We got a little bit of time, I think. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice a chant. And we're going to have it ready for when we see Abdul come out on this stage. Does that make sense? All right, so I need you to repeat after me. Are we all ready for that? Get your chant voices ready. Get your singing voices ready. We're going to do a little bit of sing chanting. Repeat after me. Hey, Abdul all the way. Hey, oh. Mike Rogers gotta go. Hey, Abdul all the way. Hey, oh. Mike Rogers gotta go. Hey, Abdul all the way. Hey, oh. Mike Rogers gotta. Are we ready? All right, you got about 45 more minutes to practice that, okay? Thanks, everybody.
started
I'm like-
4 a.m., right? So yeah.
We just texted. We're like, so how long do we have to stay?
Yeah.
We're gonna stay until the 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I know.
At least.
I think so.
And we're gonna be out.
Yeah. Yep, I got you. Say that one more time. I hear programming. Like, yeah, there's a commercial break right now. Gotcha. I think we're going to do a hit.